what's up everybody? Welcome to the 8th and final mini system test of the Notifier NFS2-640. Let's go ahead and get started. For the first notification appliance today, we have a Gentex SHG241575WR. This is the 3rd generation, which does the code 3. And we have the Gentex Commander 3. I will set it to horn before I start the system test, but it's on chime right now. It's on Gentex sync, and the strobe wheel is on selective silence. Right here for a conventional pull station, we have my Siemens XMS501. Y'all haven't seen this in a long time, but since we haven't used this in a long time, I figure I'd go ahead and use it. And the BG12LX as usual. For our detectors today, on the left we have an SK Photo Classic, and on the right we have an SK Heat Rate of Rise Classic. Alright, and so like I said, this will be the final mini system test of my notifier panel. So for now, let's go ahead and start our system test. During the system test today, we will also perform a walk test, since we have not done that in a while. As you see, the banner has disappeared. That's because I have updated my panel to version 27 thanks to a friend of mine. You see the dress plate, and I will get a BMP-1 to put here eventually, but I am planning to put an ACM on this side. Alright, enough talking. Let's go ahead and start with our system test. We will actually do a mix today. We will activate the smoke detector first, and then we will activate the addressable pull station, and then we'll activate the heat detector, and then we'll activate the conventional pull station. And I will activate both of these devices with a magnet today. Alright, I changed the horn on the Gentex Commander 3 to code 3 mechanical horn, low volume. And it will be doing a fast code 3 as well. The SHG unfortunately cannot do Gentex sync, so it's not set on the F8. We will be activating our SK Photo Classic with our magnet. Headphone users, please turn down your volume. Everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1. No audible silence on the SHG because it's on 2-wire operation. But we got 2-wire selective silence on the Commander 3, just like I said at the beginning of the video. And I forgot to mention that the strobe on the SHG is on 1575 candela, and the strobe on the Commander 3 is set to 15 candela. And now we will go ahead and re-alarm again with the fire-lite BG12LX. And I know those horns sound terrible because they are not in sync with each other. Okay, now we were going to go ahead and reset the fire-lite BG12LX. And the detector, for the detector, to reset it, all I'm going to do is press System Reset. Now we'll activate the system again by activating our SK Heat Rate of Rise -W using my magnet, just like I did with the smoke detector. 3, 2, 1. I do apologize that I silenced that so soon. I didn't mean to actually do that. But you see, here's the heat detector activated. Now we will reactivate again while the system is still in alarm with the Siemens XMS501. In 3, 2, 1. Reset the XMS501. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take my T45 key, going to insert it, going to turn it, and it's going to spring back up. Just like that. And just as I said earlier with the detectors, to reset them, all we're going to do is press System Reset. And now I will go ahead and put the panel into walk test mode. So I'm going to cut the video so I can do that. I'll get right back to y'all in just a minute. Alright, we are now in walk test mode. As you see in the previous walk test video, the modules are blinking red and the detectors are blinking red the number of times, and depending on what address the module or detector is set to. So for the BG12LX, it's blinking red 2 times every 5 seconds. The detector is on address 1, so it blinks every 5 seconds. And the heat detector is on address 2, so it'll blink twice every 5 seconds. And I think if a modular detector is set on address 6 or higher, it'll only blink 5 times every 5 seconds. We'll go ahead and pull the fire-lite BG12LX, and when I pull it, it'll turn steady green. So here we go. And it will stay like that until you reset the pull station. Actually, it'll stay steady green throughout the walk test, so that way you'll know that you have already tested it. And now we'll do the XMS501, and I will show the monitor module inside pull green. Go steady green. Here we go. You can see right in there, the module is steady green. And now we will go ahead and do the detectors. We'll do the heat detector first. And as you see, there it is, steady green. Now we will do the smoke detector. Modules and detectors will blink back in normal mode. So all we're going to do is press escape to end the walk test. And the system will initialize again. Alright, we're back to normal again now. Sorry, this system initializations take longer after you get out of walk test. Okay, since this is the final mini test video, we'll go ahead and hit the drill button. In 3, 2, 1. And now we're just going to press system reset to end the drill. Okay, and before I end the video, I will go over what all is going to be going on with my system. These two, this fire-lite panel and that middle cabinet, will both be coming down. I know you're going to ask me, are you going to sell the fire-lite panel? Well, actually, I'm not really sure yet whether I want to keep it as backup or sell it. But please do not ask for it at this time, because your answer will be no. So, sorry viewers, for anybody who wants a fire-lite panel, but I may just decide to keep this as backup just in case something were to happen to the 640. But anyways, my notifier panel is going to mount starting here over to here, and that is going, and I will have some EMT going from the right side of the cabinet over to that box right there, and I will have EMT conduit going from the top left side of the box going this way. I'm going to put a T-shaped conduit body right here, and I'll have 2 monitor modules. This is where the dual monitor module is going to go, and this is where the monitor module for the first conventional pull station on the left side of the system will go. And then I'll have a box right here where I will have the relay for the RTS 151, and the RTS 151 will go right up below that. And I will have the 2098-9005 test switch right here. And then I will have the first conventional pull station right here below the key switch. I'm really excited about this plan because I've always wanted a notifier panel. And now since I finally got one, my wish can come true. And so when I get the notifier panel up, all the devices, including the modules and detectors, they will no longer be pulling red. Instead, they will be pulling green. Now, inside the cabinet, I will be putting wire hooks onto the panel, but I will not be using command strips. Instead, I will be using Scotch mountain squares because those are much stronger and they will hold much better than the actual command strips. This is advice for anyone who wants to put wire hooks in their panel to keep their wiring neat, but they don't want the wire hooks to fall off. If you pull a wire down or something like that, you want it to stay there. So that's why I'm using Scotch mountain squares. And I'm planning to put my MP3 board right here, mounted right here on this stud. I know it's not really listed for this, but it's a hobby system, so whatnot. And I mean, this is meant for an LEM 320, which I don't really need because I have 2 isolator modules that I use. And then I'll probably put a UDAT right here so that way I can connect the phone lines to monitor the system to the Protostar. I may put voice command on this area of the panel, but I'm still not sure yet, so that's why I have a DP1B right here. And the batteries I will be using, the batteries from my fire-lite panel, which are 12 amp, they're going to go right here on the right. And like on my fire-lite panel, I will have this side of the room on separate zones and the left side of the room on separate zones. So only certain things will activate when those devices are activated. Well, this is going to conclude the final mini test of the Notifier NFS2-640. Thank you for watching this video. Again, thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day. And I will see you next time, everyone.